Come here. Nope. That's my soda. Come here. No, look. Who's that? Who's that on camera? Is that you? Is that you? That's you? Friday. Taking time out today to just chill. Try to get everybody feeling better from being sick. I had to go to the doctor's yesterday. My oldest on antibiotics because he's got like his terrible cough and runny nose. They sent him home twice for so today is just chilling out. Pajamas day. So, yeah. Finished reading a book today. I'm almost afraid to say what it was. I'm like, feel like that, Wayne's World, we are not worthy, you know, kind of thing. It's a book that one of my favorite, bands, one band, or like I'm not even qualified to talk about it. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm like total blank. I don't know what to say. Other than I got till the end of the month till they told me I have to go find a job. I had to go over to career training over in Harrisburg for 30 hours a week. Or else I lose my like health insurance, my food stamps, my cash benefits, and then in turn I have no income. So I'll lose my housing and end up on my mom's couch. So I guess I gotta make this work. Last time I was in job training, it was real fucking scary for me. I don't do well with chicks. Last time I had a chick as a friend, it didn't work out so well. That was one of the defining moments that totally drove me insane. Yeah, when I was at the job training here in Carlisle, they didn't like me there because, you know, those people made that, you're supposed to go to this place to find a job, to spend your time there looking for a job, and then keeping, like, you can use that place as a reference or whatever. But I was there and I was still smoking pot and whatever, so wasn't a good time for me. Because when I went in, of course I got in with the wrong people, or not really got in with them, but was talking to them. Like, the one chick there was doing, she told me she'd do heroin just to clean her house. Like, she had to do heroin to clean her house. And I know, people get addicted to things and they think they need it in their lives to do stuff. So, I wasn't too judging of that. I guess I wasn't trying to be or whatever, but through her I was taking, like, buying pills and stuff, like these little blue pills with M on them, like they were methadone or something. And then those chicks were like, I was always stressed out when I was there. Because sitting around for like 8 hours a day with nothing to do hardly, it was driving me nuts. I don't like office jobs whatsoever. I like getting up and moving around. And you had to talk to the girls there and stuff, and it was too much for me. I was always stressing out, and in turn, it was stressing them out. And I even did a freaking, I don't forget what they call it, a presentation about stress and everything that caused it, and things you could do to relieve it, and certain points about it and stuff like that. It was one of the things. We had to do a presentation of something while we were there. It's part of the program. Didn't help out at all. So these chicks were like, well, you should start taking these anti-stress pills, like, trying to remember the name of them, Ativan and shit. Well, I started taking them, and even though I'd take like half one, and I'd be so fucking tired from it, I'd be falling asleep in the middle of this office building. And people would be like nudging me like, wake up, you're like sleeping. And I'd be like, fuck. And I had no choice but to be there for a certain amount of hours a week. So I'd end up asking them if I could go crash in my van in the parking lot for a little, they're like, let me go out and get like an hour or two of sleep, try to sleep this thing off or whatever, and I can be back in, then I can stay later or whatever. And they covered for me, but I was doing it all the time. I couldn't hack it in the program, and the chick, I was trying to get my GED at the same time, and the chick I was getting these pills from, I told her I was allergic to a certain type of something, and ended up that's what she was selling me, trying to say it was the thing I wanted, but it was actually what I was allergic to. I told her if I took it, my throat would swell up and I'd die. At least that's the experience I had with it when I took it before, I don't know. So, on the day that I had my GED testing, she told me these things, and I was taking them, thinking, to get a little de-stressed for my test here, be able to go in and concentrate. Well, I felt like shit that day. Came back with an average score on my GED test, all fucked up, thinking I was taking something that was something else. Then like, oh great, she's trying to fucking kill me. You know what, these chicks are so fucking fed up with me being there. They're trying to fucking kill me to get me out of there. And at the same time, I'm hearing shit from the other chicks that were there, because there's pretty much all just chicks there. It was all women. All, girls and stuff. This one girl running her family so crazy, the kids were being incest with each other and shit like that. And she's coming to work trying to pass herself off like she's fucking Christian, like God's, buddy and shit. I'm like, these people are fucking evil. I mean, evil. Now, I might be an asshole and shit, but these people were straight up evil. And I come in there around the end of my time there, and they'd have these days where it was like, okay, you could bring in food and snacks, and it would be some type of movie day. I felt like I was in a fucking kindergarten there, because most of the time, when you got your, you had to look for a certain amount of jobs a day and then do some computer work, and then the rest was like arts and fucking crafts and shit. Felt like I was in kindergarten. So they'd have like movie days where you'd have to watch like inspirational movies and whatnot, and the people were allowed to bring like snacks and stuff in. And one girl come in and was like, the stuff I brought in are just for everybody that's friends here. And she's looking over at me like, ain't for you. You know, don't you dare fucking touch it. I went up and took some anyways, but she's just looking at me like, get the fuck away from our stuff. You know, like, you aren't supposed to be here. You shouldn't be here. Stuff like that. Holy fuck. I'm like thinking, is it not because I'm taking it seriously? Because I'm trying to. Like, seriously, as I can take feeling like I'm in a fucking kindergarten for a job. I'm used to going to work, and work is physical work. That you come home, your body's so fucking beat and tired from you working all day, not sitting at a fucking desk thinking. I mean, I can see how that's work too, because, you know, your brain gets tired from that, and it is a bit stressful and whatnot, but I just, you know, my head, that's not working for me. So, I don't know, I definitely wasn't at least I, like, showed up, tried to. A lot of the, you know, some of the girls there, especially the one I was dealing with, wouldn't show up some of the time, just, you know, throw some random excuse out there that, you know, wasn't even viable, like, half the time. Just not show up, and at least I was trying to show up. It was all messed up, because I was still doing wrong, you know, I wasn't doing as well as I could be, I guess. But these other girls, you're supposed to just use this as a stepping stone. These other girls, in my mind, were just doing as wrong as me, because they were making being there a job. Like, they weren't trying to use it as a stepping stone. So, in my mind, they were just as wrong as me. And I can't handle being in situations like that, because I fucking freak out. So, this is why that caused me the one day to have a fucking panic attack there when I went in. I dreaded going to that fucking place. And the one day I got there, and they just sit there. You go in the morning, and the chicks sit there until our boss lady comes in and starts the day, looking up these articles online of the most horrible shit that mothers can go through with their children in the news and shit like that. Just be talking about that in the morning. Like, that's a great way to start the fucking day or something. In my paranoid mind, I'm sitting there going, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. You know, I don't want to listen to this shit. I can't even really, like, to this day, I don't even like watching it on TV. And that's something there, because every time I go down to my mom's place, that's what my grandma's got on the fucking TV all the time. I tried to put up with that for the longest time, but I can't. I can't do it. But anyways, one day I went in there, and I can't breathe. I'm panicking. I'm feeling like I'm having a fucking heart attack or something. Did you find your Bubby's lunchbox? Yeah, what's that? So, the two chicks that were there running this part of the office, because there was it's a building, and it has just one part of it is dedicated to this program. And, there's two chicks that run it, and I had been to this program several times before. And it was the same two chicks, I think. So I'm mostly just talking to them. And the one says, well, she's trying to calm me down. I'm like, I can't. I can't even catch my breath. I can't fucking breathe, and that's making it worse because I'd never really been in a situation like that before, maybe once. I'm just, I can't fucking breathe. It's just worse than any anxiety I had before I started taking these stupid pills these girls recommended me to be on because I was always stressed out. So, I didn't want to take the pills no more because all I did was fall the fuck asleep on them. So it was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to fucking do. I'm not getting anywhere, and it was actually right after, my dad was diagnosed with his brain cancer, so I was determined to go back to work because I knew if things didn't work out, everybody relied on my dad to make money, so if things didn't work out there, then there would have to be money coming in from somewhere. So that's why I went back to a stew place to begin with. And I guess that added to my anxiety because I can't give the fuck up, but I had to. Because I couldn't handle being there with those people. People are not my thing. I can't deal with them that well, especially just going over the years. Increasingly bad decisions I make. So, I guess the lady felt bad for me, and she's like, well, we can put you on disability, and you will still be getting your benefits from the county, but you don't have to come here anymore. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, okay, well, I kind of felt defeated because I couldn't be termed as normal anymore. Felt a little better because, at least I didn't have to fucking be there, but just not that much better because I should have been able to do it. I should have been able to. Yeah. Anyways, I just started, went home after that. Basically, all I could do was sit in my fucking room. Just like when I had bail on my housekeeping job when I had tendonitis. I'd come home and my knees would be the size of fucking grapefruits and hurt so goddamn bad. The only thing I could do would be sit there for 2 hours, not get up and walk around, just so the swelling would go down. So, yeah. Eventually I got off all the fucking meds, which was probably the best decision I could have made because, taking fucking drugs is not the answer for anything. Mostly. It could be a solution for a little while, for a little small problem, but eventually it's not going to work right anymore. So now I'm back into this again. Got to decide what the hell to do. Harrisburg's going to probably be even tougher city. So, I guess again, on Monday I'm going to start up trying to look for a job again. It's either save the money I got that I was going to put towards gas looking for a job and just go ahead to this place at the end of this month, or spend the money I got now looking for a job and maybe still I'm going to end up going to this place, so I don't know. Decisions. I'm not very good at them. So.